The air in the blighted village stank of scorched thatch, dead goblins, and the faint, unmistakable tang of blood that always seemed to trail 3 feet behind Luna. Walker swung his mace over his shoulder, casting a wary eye at the dark urge wizard. "You're twitching again, Luna. Tell me you're not thinking about birds." "I wasn't," Luna snapped, her hands trembling as she clutched the heavy leather-bound bulk of the Necromancy of Thay against her chest. "I was thinking about research. Pure, academic research." In truth, her mind was a crimson screaming match. First the squirrel, a swift, horrifying crunch beneath her boot. Then the little bird's wings pulled free like dry twigs, then Gale's severed hand floating somewhere in the astral plane because her instincts had taken over at the waypoint, and Alfira God, the blood on her camp clothes still hadn't washed out completely. The dark voice in her skull hummed a quiet, terrifying lullaby of satisfaction. She was losing her mind, and the dark book in her hands was practically whispering back, "Keep your research in your pack, in your hands where I can see them." Devon called down, dropping silently from the roof of the blacksmith's barn. The ranger smirked, tossing a heavy pouch of gold into the air and catching it. It had belonged to the giant bugbear they'd interrupted 5 minutes ago. Devon's fingers were nimble to a fault. He'd looted half the apothecary before anyone realized the door was unlocked, though he usually managed to dodge the blame mostly. The gnome on the windmill is sprinting toward the coast. The barn is thoroughly cleared out, and I snagged the blueprint for some masterwork weapon downstairs, Devon reported, flashing a grin. "Oh, and my pockets are mysteriously heavier." "Leave the pocket picking for when we aren't surrounded by goblin scouts," Shadowheart said strictly, adjusting the heavy plate armor of her oath. A paladin of Shar was a walking contradiction, but she carried the weight with rigid discipline. Her eyes flicked toward the horizon, dark and guarded. "We have a path forward. Saza is locked up waiting for us to make a move. Kaga is practically begging for a mace to the forehead, and that devil Raphael is waiting for us to crack. We need to stay focused." "Healer's orders," Walker interjected smoothly, resting a glowing hand on Luna's shaking shoulder. A wave of soothing, radiant energy washed over her, muting the murderous static in her brain, if only for a second. "No one dies on my watch. Not from goblin arrows, not from devil bargains, and certainly not from whatever nightmare is stewing inside Luna's head. I've pulled us back from harpy songs and goblin ambushes. I can handle a little dark urge." Luna swallowed hard, giving Walker a grateful, if deeply traumatized, nod. "Thanks, Walker. I really am trying." "We know, boss," Devon said, casually sliding a shiny ring he just lifted off a dead goblin onto his pinky. "Now, if we're done chatting over the bodies of our enemies, Joaquin's rest is just up the road. I hear there's a fire, a lot of screaming, and probably a ton of unattended loot." Shadowheart drew her sword, the steel catching the afternoon light. "Then let's move. The dark holds no terrors we haven't already walked through."